1, 2, 3. Hello friends, and welcome back to Swiftlessons for part number 1 of a 2-part series breaking down some early rock and roll or rockabilly style fingerpicking in the style of Chet Atkins and Scotty Moore. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be breaking down what is essentially a Travis picking pattern over a 1, dominant 6, dominant 2, 5 progression in the key of A. I got a full tab for you at patreon.com/swiftlessons where you can also find a guitar profile for this tutorial. Let's get started. Okay, close look at the fretboard, jumping right into this rockabilly finger picking routine. Ordinarily I'd be using a thumb pick and also an electric guitar with a little bit of slapback echo. Something like a Telecaster or a Gretsch would be suitable. But since I don't have access to those things right now, I'm still going through that studio renovation, I'm going to be using my Faith FG1. This is going to sound fantastic. Okay, getting started with a walk-up going to the 1 chord, A major. We're going to play 0, 2, 4 with a little bit of palm mute on the low E string. And then getting into the next measure, we'll start with the open A string. Okay, to introduce the chord. So, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. Okay, now taking a look at measure number 2. Remember we just started it with that open A string. It's going to sound like this. Okay, I'm fretting the D string 7th fret, the G string 6th fret, and the B string 5th fret. Okay, so that was the open A string, the D and B together, double, and then we're going to play the low E string, G string, and then the D string. Okay, so A, double, E, G, D. So far you have. Okay, now taking a look at measure number 3, it's going to sound like this. Okay, so that was the A and B string together, double, the G string, the D string, back to the B string, and then to the low E string, G string, D string. Real slow, that 3rd measure. One more time. Now, putting measures 1, 2, and 3 together, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And without the count, 1, 2. Okay, now going on to the next line of tablature, and the next chord, F sharp dominant 7. Okay, this is just a C7 chord shape transposed to the key of F sharp, so we're taking it so that way your index finger is on the 7th fret of the B string. So then I have frets, 9th fret A, the 8th fret of the D, the 9th fret of the G, and also the 7th fret of the B. Okay, this measure is going to sound like this real slow. One more time. Okay, so I had the root note, the 9th fret of the A string, the D and the B together. I jump the root up, my ring fingers go into the low E string, that's the 9th fret of the E. Okay, so. Then I'm going to grab the G string and the D string. Okay, you put that together, you have the full measure there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, now the next measure is going to be more cyclical. Real slow. Okay, so the A string and the B string together, the G string, the D string, back to the B string, jump the root up, and then the G and D. Real slow now. Okay, put 2 measures of F sharp 7 together and we have. Okay, now playing through measures 1 through 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, Okay, now moving on to the next chord, a bar of B dominant 7. Okay, I'm barring the 7th fret. I've also got the 9th fret of the A string, and my middle finger is playing the major 3rd, 8th fret of the G string. B dominant 7. Okay, on this chord we're gonna play. That's the first measure, and the second measure of it's gonna sound like this. Okay, again, more cyclical. So that first measure of B dominant 7, hit the root note, 7th fret, low E string. Then we're gonna hit D and B together. Then back to the root, and then G and D. Okay, so it's a little bit simplified from the other chords. Okay, we don't have that alternating bass like we did before. Okay, then the next measure of B dominant 7, we've got the low E string and B string together, the 8th fret. All right, that was the G string, then we're going to the D string. Okay, so back to the B, to the low E string, and then the G and D to finish up just like we did on the other measures. Okay, so you put those two measures of B dominant 7 together, and we've got okay, then we're gonna finish it up with E dominant 7. This is your final chord. Okay, it's the same exact shape that we had for F sharp dominant 7, just down a whole step. Now the index finger is on the 5th fret, okay, the root note E. All right, so here we're going to play. Okay, so that can lead us to a resolve or a restart of the entire routine. Okay, so this is nothing new. We have that E dominant 7 chord shape. We're gonna play the A string, the D and B together, double, then jump the root up, the E string 7th fret, and then the G, D. All right, that's that first measure of E dominant 7. Okay, from there we're just going to do another double, A string and B string, nice and short, and then walk. Back up to A major, where if we want to end the routine, we can just slide up into an A major barred in the open position. Okay, so I'm striking the G and B string and then sliding up into that position on the 2nd fret. Now, let's see if we can put this entire routine together at a nice slow tempo. Now, I do recommend that you practice counting along as you go, and if you feel very comfortable, you should be palm muting as you play through the routine just to dampen the strings and give it a little bit more of that rockabilly flavor. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Alright friends, thanks so much for checking out this rockabilly picking tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you have a song or a technique that you would like me to break down next, you can head over to swiftguitar.com/request and put in your request now. Big thanks to my supporters at patreon.com/swiftlessons. Hope you're enjoying all those extra resources. And thanks to you guys, I got many more lessons coming up. So keep checking in. Please subscribe, please share. This is Rob at Swift Guitar Lessons in Philadelphia saying happy picking.